Due to a small research that I made, there are League players that cannot comprehend how can some summoners come to decide playing only one champion for good and drop the rest of them. Well, each one plays this game according to how they view it. Some only care about winning and worshipping numbers, so riding the meta tends to be how they play this game, abusing what champs or builds are performing better than most to maximize their success rate, meaning that outside factors decide what they play. Some view it as a card game, that you should pick the most suitable and fitting champ for the mission, aka the game itself, whether it's about synergy, counter-picking, or avoiding getting counter-picked by what's called safe picks, maybe even picking certain champs on purpose just to force the enemy to pick certain champs as well. At last but not least, the one tricks. We don't care if they are first pick, last pick, counter picked or not, whether their team is in desperate need for a specific champ to compensate. They will insta-log their champion no matter what. So, what's their story? Well, here's mine. I started playing League back in 2016. At first I was just exploring the game while learning it obviously, and as a player who prioritizes having fun, I picked only champions who looked cool and badass. So as a beginner, the splash arts were my court judge to decide if they were worthy to try them out or not. Oh, is this what seems like a ninja assassin? Cool. Sign me up. Oh, a crocodile with sharp teeth with a weapon as well? Will I ever get to bite them or just kill them with my weapon? Curious enough to try it out. So you get the drill. There was an easy successful method to try out champs, as watching vids on every single champion seemed unnecessary at first. Yes, sometimes you get disappointed. No offense to those who think the otherwise, just not what I deemed as fun. In addition of, sometimes other players, whether they are your teammates or not, they will showcase their champions for you, so you could tell whether that looks like a champ you would have fun playing or not. But that was the trap. A 2 seasons trap. Let me explain. For 2 seasons I never cared about ranked and just spam norms, cause it seemed rational to me to get better first, then rank my skill level in the ladder. First started playing mid, then switched to top lane due to the immense crying about mid lane, and shorter queue times which meant fast and more games. Plus it was like a lonely peaceful island. I noticed that in mid the jungler can gank you from anywhere they were, whether from their jungle or when invading. Plus bot and top can roam as well, so good luck. Bot has 2 players, so not for me. Plus the champs that I liked don't belong there optimally. But for top, you had to only watch out from mid roams, bot is too far, and the jungler can only gank when they are topside, whether invading or not. So basically you have time to breathe as a top laner, which meant it was more simpler trying to track the jungler as someone who's supposed to be new to the game, so you could do what you want or be cautious, unlike fucking mid lane bro. That meant to me more time to play the matchups without interruptions and focus on improving mechanically, which meant that only the better player can get out of the laning phase ahead, especially when barely or no interferences occurred. So top lane was indeed the lane for me. The champs that I loved in that period were mainly Zed, Talon, Renekton, Yorick, Trundle, Kha'Zix, Vladimir, old Aatrox, old Mord, and bunch of others. Yet none of them fulfilled me enough to call as my champion, cause the first thing people tend to ask when they figure out you are a League player is either "Oh, what the fuck?" or "Hey, who do you main?" And I couldn't really pick one from my heart at that question, and instead just named few champs that I liked playing. Seemed like I was lost more than truly knowing what champion represents me or that I'm proud of investing to master. And I really like the idea of claiming a champion as yours. I watched Red Mercy back in the day and he had Zed as his avatar, banner, intro and outro, SRO as well with Renekton. That's it. I only watched 2 people. So I was confused about my case, but not for long. Something that I like doing is watching montages of players doing sick plays or even pentakills. Not only it was entertaining, but it showed me what skilled players on champs they master can pull off, which can be admiring. Until one time when watching a montage I saw a particular play that happened in the Inhib Tower specifically. Literally cannot forget it from seasons ago till this day. Sadly I couldn't find the exact play to give it credit, but it was someone fighting an entire team by themselves. I couldn't recognize the champion at first glance due to a skin, and what I saw is every time he gets low, he swings something and heals his HP back almost to full, which I never witnessed before. I was like, what? So is this supposed to be a tank or what? While struggling to figure out which champ that was, the guy started jumping and killing them one by one. Those who tried running got pulled back then got murdered. At the end, he was full HP after sucking all that damage and dealing that much damage to an entire team alone, by himself. So who the fuck is this guy and why I don't know about him? I rushed to check the comments cause rewatching didn't even give me answers, and luckily found people laughing at how stupidly broken Darius is while pointing at the same play with timestamps. Darius? That's fucking Darius? Didn't make sense to me cause it made me realize that I had no idea what that champ does, and only discarded trying him out cause people of my skill level back then made him look boring to play and not interesting for 2 seasons. This time I searched for Darius dedicated montages only, and dear summoners, I was astonished. The play that enlightened me at the inhib tower seemed like it was just a normal day of what Darius does. I saw pentakills, pentadunks, ganks turned into buffet, executing people with health, HP and all that good stuff. You know what happened next. After I absorbed an unhealthy amount of Darius montages, I rushed to League to test the champion out, read what he does, watched few gameplays, imitated what the players were doing, and now we are here. Not only I'm one-checking Darius since season 9, but I'm having also a channel dedicated for his content. The moral of the story is, try and test all the champs by yourself, although optimally I would instead recommend watching players who master them so you could be sure of the champion's potential. You never know what you would truly like. For me, that was 2 seasons that I could have grabbed my boy out earlier and gave more people on the rip dunking chomas. 2 seasons of a lost fun. No worries. So tell me, what was your story with picking Darius? Not just Darius, whoever is your one chick, either in the comments or in our Discord server, which is fucking dead and no one's fucking talking for fuck's sake. This is a special shout out to my boy Custom. He's supposed to be now the #1 set in Austria. He started Road to Masters, so join the pit if you wanna ride the boss journey. Catch you guys on the next one, and peace out.
It's time to dunk.